I'm telling you, just wait. Look at the screen. Hang on, just the screen. Oh my God. Hang on. Gas here is $2.89, so it's a good deal. Grab and go. I got myself some Jack Links. It's steak bites. This is pretty good for a diet because it's low in fat and it's high in protein. Kind of getting all werewolfy. Still gonna have to wait on the haircut. I wanted to get it there at J.C. Penney's at Stonebriar, but I knew it would be like this. So anyway, this is the beef jerky right here, Jack Links. Pretty good. You can taste the jerky in there. I still plan to send Grim Life Collective the werewolf strip known as Grace. So I am gonna do that for them. They'll get the only hard copy at first. I'll do that to bounce it off a legit group I have to do with horror films. They're pretty legit. They have already done a werewolf movie. They've recently done one. It was called Forest Hills. These Jack Links are pretty good. I'm gonna fire that officer that insulted me today. I talked to on the phone. The first one was nicer than the second one. The second one made fun of my gender. He said, I honestly can't tell. Well, listen to this, you're fired. Can you tell now? There's a Jack Link right here. These are pretty good. So that's Lake Worth right there. I went to Hip Pocket today off Silver Creek. Took some photos of the theater had moved. That's why I wanted to know. Theater moved and they still have the back door. That's what I wanted to look at. I'm sorry, backyard. Backyard. It's called the backyard stage for musicians. So they call it the backyard. It's basically like a little, I don't even know what they call it really. It's a covered stage for musicians. It has a roof on the top, and then they've got like a mic, or they put up a mic eventually, and then they put amps up sometimes so you can be amplified. They're all the way from Alabama. Then their theater is an open theater. It's still there. So it's a theater that's basically like, what is it like anyway? It's an outdoor theater, let's just put it that way. It's open arena, it's kind of in the round. It's more like in the U. So it's semi-circle. It's not like Casa Manana Casa Manana's in the round. Hip Pocket is in more like the U. You know, it's a thrust stage is what they call it. So a thrust stage comes out and the audience can sit around the thrust stage. And then it's got a backing where there'll be like steps that go up and stuff. And it's all outdoors, the mosquitoes. I just want to do documentaries there. I want to video stuff. I only got footage to look around to see if it, first of all, if it's still there. I went to the original spot of the theater and it was gone. And I was like, what in the world? Are they only making money online? Then I went and it said, you're almost there. And then I follow the sign and then they're there. Yeah, so the theater is there. But there was only a white truck there. Nobody was out today. I figured they'd be building the stage or they'd be getting ready for the summer. They're big in summer. So they're going to be May, June, July, August, September, all the way through October. Then they chill out in November. And then the next year, they get ready in May, and then June, July, August, September. So I might go out there and help. What I did one year, I think it was when Sarah left me. I went out and mowed this whole big lawn with a weed eater. And it was like mosquito heaven. But that was when they were behind these trees. So they're still before these trees, but I'm pretty sure they moved the whole thing to another area. I'm almost certain they did. It just doesn't look the same from where the main house was. There's a main house when you drive up to Hip Pocket. There's a main house, and it was on the other side of that main house because they've used that house, the side of it, as a theater. So I was like, where is it? And I thought, they're gone. Oh no. And it looked like a shooting range, all the shooting range stuff. Because originally that property on Silver Lake was a shooting range. But they moved everything from Oak Acres, which was like a very, kind of oasis and mosquito trap kind of thing. This one's a little more open area, so the mosquitoes aren't really bad at all. But that Oak Acres was pretty bad because it was a ton of mosquitoes, like where the trees were lower, and it was kind of like a little area of mosquitoes. Didn't see any of the carpenters out there. Didn't see anybody working, so I went ahead and left. I figured maybe they chained they have a CC camera that's up where one of the houses are. But I didn't see any of the carpenters working on anything. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll take off. And, I mean, to do a theater show, maybe a small part at the most, but to do a real theater show right now would be taxing on the vlog. But to vlog it, they would allow me to vlog probably back yard. It's called the backyard theater, or it's more of a backyard. It's a backyard for musicians. They'd allow me to maybe vlog that because it's all original music. And then there's people eating, and I've been wanting to do like a little feature, a little more like a short film out there. And I had planned it for the time when I was doing The Way of Man. I wanted to include in Go, which is a short film that I wanted to do called Go. And I wanted to include some of that there. And I asked them, I think I got like halfway permission, or I did get permission. But Rob and I decided to meet at a bridge, West 7th Bridge instead. Rob Vasquez, he's the playwright, resident playwright of Artist De La Rosa, and has done some of his plays at Hip Pocket. I've done a mime show there way back in the day. But anyway, I checked it out, it's still there, so they're probably going to be opening a season. They're Malemo is a mime. He worked at Duke University, and he also worked in Scotland. He brought the whole Hip Pocket family to Scotland. He's doing, and I usually try to go see those, a personal show, an auteur show about his life with Doug Ballantyne and Deanne Simons. So I very seriously doubt that Deanne Simons is going to be in it. I very seriously doubt it. But she'll probably maybe introduce it. So I don't know. Johnny Simons is very emotional. He's a mime. But he's also a director, and he's done acting too. But he's very emotional. He's yelled before. He's also kind of a drinker. But that, I don't hold that against really anyone, but I never really know what they think about me being an independent artist and vlogging like crazy. Although the first time I did it was with Bulb, and I still went out there and got some kind of like footage or whatever, It was mostly like video. It wasn't video, it was like still photos. So they're okay with that being like in the backyard, like musical aspect of Hip Pocket Theater. There's no way I'm going to be able to film. At least he invited me to meet the actors, be on stage with the actors during like a dress rehearsal, and I'd be able to film, or video is what they would say. I'd have to be invited. I'm not just going to break out the camera and go, oh, start filming. He doesn't like that. He's kicked guys out of the theater for that. So I'll be respectful, but I'll certainly ask if we could do something where I like to be on the stage with the actors, with my camera, and I've been talking about it for a long time, where I'd be like at a dress rehearsal, basically getting the actors and maybe even the director doing, I don't know, like some direction or something. Johnny's not too bad of a director to work with. He's gotten older now, so I don't know how he directs now because of his age. I really, honestly, don't know. I wish I did know, though. Like, I wish I could figure out how he would be as a director. Shamu, probably the one that was trying to, probably a friend of his, or maybe the one that was trying to cause trouble. But I don't know. He's militant, so he is Navy. And I don't like that. I don't like militant. I don't like the military. I was trained not to like the military by my grandfather, who was World War II. He said, stay out of the military. Stay away from the military and stay out of the military. And especially my dad being Army, who was drafted to Vietnam, he said, stay out of the military. And I have no problem with that because I look down upon the military. To me, they're peasants and they're losers and they're murderers and rapists. So, but I think Johnny may have been aware of that. The fact that he possibly could be like a werewolf or a mean person. But his time has come. He doesn't have much more time. There'll be a time when he won't be able to direct anything. That goes for every director. Their time does. Documenting everything that goes on in my life. And this is where the pig, little criminal cop Latino SUV was. We're gonna look at it right here. This, we're not gonna worry about the map. Mary Kay is this road right here. It's known as Mary Kay, but we are gonna see a sign that says Mary Kay. And this is what the cop did. All right, so I jog pretty much every day, and will continue to all the way through the New Liberty Party when I get to the White House. And I hope I do win. He came, I don't know what speed he was going, but he was Latino. And it was probably about, the other cop that was supervising, we don't know who it was way down there. And it was somewhere about right here. And he goes, hey, and I had my headphones on so I couldn't hear. He goes, hey, we heard a loud noise like a gunshot, just like a gangster. And I kind of brush him away like that. That's all I heard because I had my headphones on. He goes, I'm investigating. And he stopped. He goes, I'm investigating this. And I kept going, and then he sped up like that. He goes, I'm investigating this. His other friend cop, whether they're sex trafficking or not, was way up this way. He pulled up. You know how they do that? One faces one way and one faces the other. You know, the one will face north, one will face south. They did that like right here as I jogged right by them, right over here. So he stopped me back there, and then he stopped to get his buddy. That's where it went down. Now we're gonna get the street sign and get him put in prison. That's all I gotta do is get the street sign. Look at these street signs, how they're not even up. It's called Mary Kay Lane. That's where his ex-wife will be working for as he gets his divorce. There's one Shamu, like right over there, just earlier. I'm investigating this right now. This is known as Mary Kay, right there. See it? It's Mary Kay Lane. Mary Kay. That's the lane I'm making on the report, City Hall. Mary Kay Lane, right there. That's Tumbleweed. They didn't get as far as Tumbleweed, but I did. Because I was hiking. Not sprinting. Not necessarily walking, but I was hiking. I call it hiking. Okay? That's what I call it. They got a problem with it, then they know where they can go. One guy was right here, the other one was there, and I passed right by him. This is Mary Kay Lane in White Settlement, Texas. And they're going to hell. Thing for all Christians, they were right by Watermark Fort Worth. Watermark Fort Worth is right there. That's where they were by. And they're not Christian either, because that's not Christian behavior. What that is people that are going to hell. And if I go to hell, Jesus Christ will pull me out of it, but he's not going to pull them out of it because they don't believe. That's what they said. They said, well, what's my religion have to do with it? It has everything to do with it. We'll see you in hell when Jesus pulls me out right in front of you. You're going to hell, pigs. There's Kitty. Did you play with the whale shark tunnel? Huh? Did you, Kitty? Yes, you did. We'll get you something to eat. I don't work with any boomers, so I won't be at Hip Pocket. I don't support the boomers. The only thing I do is lay him down for hospice. I can do it for Johnny Simons, but you'll have to pay me. That means no food, no water. Whenever he's ready, my sister can lay him down for hospice. There'll be no food and water in hospice. Johnny knows it's coming. Look at that kitty. Look at that kitty. It's coming for my dad, too. All right, let's see what we got, kitty. Let's see. Here. Johnny's mentally ill, as in Simons. He's a mentally ill bitch with long hair and a drinking problem. That's why he thinks he's a mime, because he's insane. But he is military, so he's basically Navy. So we all have to bow down to his military crap. I got some sauce right here. Watch out, kitty. His bad kitty stuff and his jokes are all gonna die. It'll be history. Beans right here. Turkey. Beans and turkey. I can put that turkey in the beans. My dad never missed a meal in his entire life. But one day when he's on hospice, he's not gonna eat anything. And bring little steak bites for me. Excuse me, so I can do what he did to me. I can eat right in front of him. Sorry, Dad, I'm chewing in your ear. How you doing? That's what every family does when they go on hospice. He'll be in there probably about 6-7 years. We'll get him on hospice eventually. And all of my pain, all of it is going to go away. My dad's the most selfish man I've ever met in my entire life. I've never met a more selfish man than my father. He's a big Republican, conservative, big gun owner. The New Liberty Party is going to get rid of all his friends because we're going to be militant. We're going to own guns, submachine guns, because we have the right to. Right, kitty? All right, let's get you some food. Because I know my dad's never going to miss a meal until hospice. But see, when you're on hospice, you do miss a meal. So it's waiting. It's waiting. We're waiting for you to miss a meal. All right, kitty, here we go. Come on. Come on, let's go. All right, we're gonna finish off this one. Here we go, kitty. Come on. The more I eat, the more he dies. Goes for my father. Remember, as I always say, at the end of the night, I have 3 children. David, Elizabeth, and Gwendolyn. I have 3 children. Good night. Good luck. Godspeed. I'm just joking. No, but I do have 3 children. David, Elizabeth, and Gwendolyn. I'm a father. I do. I've been to all 3 of their births. Good night. Godspeed. Good luck.